Yeah, Batman or Superman?
Batman. I don't like Superman.
You don't like Superman?
Superman's always too milk and cookies for me, right? And the only Superman comics I have are ones where he's getting an absolute hiding.
No, generally from Batman.
You're right. I hurt your feelings now. And I'm sorry, but that Man of Steel film just... I was so angry in the cinema when... spoiler alert, when Superman solves his problems.
You're giving him a hernia.
Now, the Superman, does he solve his problems by murdering the villain?
Does the Christian Bale Batman, is he the best detective we've ever known?
There's an argument there as well.
What detective?
Touché,
Where's the bomb? Where's Rachel?
Well, as he keeps punching people.
I like. I mean, I've got a great love of the Bat. He's just. I'm not a super. It's a bit controversial. I'm not a fan of superheroes. It's just a little bit too out there. I'm more into horror books.
I know loads of people
like that as well. And it's like the Bat. He's just a dude with gadgets, which is just awesome, to be honest. It's a little bit more believable. Okay, not very believable, but yeah, it's still.
It kind of grounds him a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
It makes him more of like the idea of him being a character who's just. Yeah, but he's everything he does is because he works so hard at it.
Exactly.
Like he's the best, almost like the ultimate human being, almost in terms of strength. And not necessarily Christian Bale's version, but
Tom, don't encourage them.
I'm sorry.
Of course.
Superman as well. I like Superman as well. It's right there.
Yeah, a couple of years back, I got Chris gave me the Hush book. Yeah, and just the Bat giving Superman a good old doing with a kryptonite ring was So that's
the Hush book.
The
book that fell apart.
He gave me Hush, and it wasn't a Hush book; it was a portfolio because all of the pages were gone. I was like, "What order is this?
It's like
what order is this in?"
300 small posters is what I have now.
Right, okay.
There's crypto in that book.
Yeah, that's
really,
kind of
really upset Morgan. He still goes on about it. He's like, that would have been an A story if the dog hadn't been in it. See, this dog, the super dog. All right, okay, yeah, it's only one panel.
I think we found. Well, in yours, you can easily remove that.
Favorite childhood cartoon.
That's a tough one.
What?
Yeah.
What are you doing to us?
I'd probably go Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. If it wasn't for Spider-Man and His Amazing
Spider-Man
Friends.
Amazing Friends.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
I was going to say that's. I was like, 90s Spider. No, different one.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I probably wouldn't be sat here if it wasn't for that cartoon. I so distinctly remember seeing the episode that has the X-Men in it. And the X-Men are my big thing. If my dream job in comics would be writing the X-Men.
Oh, that was the same here. First, what got me into comics as I was older was Mike Carey's run on X-Men.
Cool. So yeah, I must have been about maybe 5 or 6 when I first saw that one episode, and it was Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was just that's my guy. It's my boy. I love Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Even the film.
A bit too
cool sequence though.
Yeah. It looked cool. They could have given him a bit more time, but the X-Men films is a whole other discussion.
You won't get away from that one very quickly.
I actually rearranged my parents' furniture in their living room to be like a danger room, and my ma came through, and I'm in the middle of watching this cartoon, and I'm leaping between sofas that are up on their ends, going, "I'm Nightcrawler," and plus, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends has the greatest cartoon theme tune, maybe except the Thundercats.
Is that one? Isn't that one of our questions as well? Actually, I think we'll go through all these and then we'll come back to that one.
Right.
So, I was going to say it was Thundercats or Transformers. To be honest, like that's the Transformers, the moral at the end, the moral underlying Transformers is great. Like,
Craig, knowing is half the battle. Craig, you cried, didn't you, at the film?
Yeah.
Oh man, no, I have shed so many tears to Stan Bush.
Cosplay of choice. If he had unlimited cash.
Ooh. And people, I guess, and so on, yeah.
And people,
I'm straight in there. It's Boba Fett. It's got to be,
That's a good one. That's a good choice.
I've said this, I don't know how many times I've been asked that question. I'm building a Boba Fett, and it's going to take me years, but I want it to be right, so yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm kind of constrained by being almost completely blind without my glasses, so it needs to be something, a character that either wears glasses or in a helmet or whatever.
What was what you did Venom a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I did Agent Venom a couple of years ago, and
get lenses put in the eyes.
Well, Mrs. was like leading me around by the arm, so the ferociousness of Venom was was maybe lost when he's stumbling over chairs and stuff.
And every single photograph he had his like mask.
The mask sort of slightly skew with,
like looking just off to the side of the camera when the photograph was taken.
I don't know. I'd always kind of toyed with the idea of doing a Mandalorian as well, or a Revan, Darth Revan.
It's becoming a bit. I've made up I've got to the stage. I've made the armor, and I'm just getting the soft parts sewn together by a lassie over in the States. And Chris is like, you can do me a wee Mandalorian armor. And Chris's brother is like, maybe I could do a Mandalorian as well. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, my brother does. He's the guitar player in Darth Elvis, so he's the Darth Maul one, and it's Colin that always kind of glues the horns. My brother's got long hair, so he's got
to really
some effort. How long is it?
It's
2 hours or
2 hours, about 2 hours worth of makeup. We'll do the bald cap and horns, and then paint them up and that as well. But he's a sweaty beast,
and then he sweats it off within the first 5 minutes of the gig.
Makeup.
I follow him around constantly. He just says, every time you do my makeup, I can see you looking at me. You're not looking at me. You're looking at like something that's gone wrong, and it's like, it drives him insane. But
there's the story behind the hair is, and to get back to the cosplay thing, sort of slightly, is we went to a sci-fi weekender,
down in Wales,
at the start of the year, and I went as Quentin Quire. From the X-Men, and no one knew who I was.
There you go. That's two people who recognised it more than there was in an entire 3,500 folk at Sci-Fi Weekend. Basically.
So I bumped into a guy who was dressed as Zenith as well, like Grant Morrison.
Zenith,
and he had exactly the same problem. So we bonded. Like, no one knows who we are, do they? Nah, I do.
I dressed as McCready from The Thing, and with the snow sort of frozen McCready and stuff like that. And even then, those guys walking past me and that's a pretty rubbish Ghostbuster.
That's rough.
Not cool. Not cool.
Kid came up running up to him and went, McCready, it's like this 5-year-old kid.
I was just sort of looked at his dad. I was like, his father sent him across for a photograph. No, he turned around after we got the photograph and sort of was like, I love The Thing, it's my favourite movie. So I looked at his father, just shrugged his shoulder.
What's The Thing?
that was like one Halloween. I dressed up as John McClane and just didn't want to shave my head, and everyone thought I was Ace Ventura. Actually, it was mortified. I had blood all over my face and everything, and I was like, Ace Ventura, nice one. What would yours be?
You know what mine is. We have a 6'5" friend, and obviously I'm not that tall. No, just let me say this. My friends, our friend's like 6'5" and quite a big frame. Yeah. And I said if I just cut some weight down and then got like a bunch of people the same size, I was like, we could totally go to the Constructicons. I could just grab a limb, and we all go as Devastator. It's like everyone grab an arm and a leg, and then we just go as Devastator.
I'm not. He seemed pretty up for it last night, to be honest.
I know. I was like, I pitched it to him, and I was like, all right, just imagine this.
Just basically wandering around with like 5 of his mates hanging off of him.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
As you guys are both Batman fans, who's your best on-screen Batman?
Adam West.
I knew someone would say Adam West.
I genuinely would say Adam West, to be honest.
I'm kind of not a massive Bale fan, to be honest. No. The Nolan trilogy,
face squeezed into the mouth.
Yeah. The Nolan trilogy is maybe like 1.5 good films. I didn't like the last one. The first one's okay. It's the second one is kind of more of a Joker film than a Batman film.
I think
that was the only way it was going to go. So obviously,
so I kind of got a soft spot for the Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
one.
That is one of the better ones.
The first two, and I think Michael Keaton was a really good Bruce Wayne.
It's amazing how you always have one or the other.
Totally agreed. Actually, my friend was saying the other day that Michael Keaton was the only one that you thought you'd walk into a room and there was Bruce Wayne and you wouldn't think he was Batman. Everyone else is built
totally
clearly. Like Ben Affleck, I'm sure you're going to walk in and go, he's the biggest guy in the room. He could quite easily be Batman. Whereas Michael Keaton looked really unassuming. When he put the Batsuit on, he was fantastic. I know yours is.
Was yours Michael Keaton as well?
Yeah, mine's Michael Keaton.
Well, you're all wrong because it's Val Kilmer.
Of course. You've seen the nick of him these days. He looks like he's eating Batman.
My favorite thing is the fact that it's like he just says something, he'd be like, it's like, I'm going to find him. If I saw that pout, I'd be like, that's Bruce Wayne. That's totally Bruce Wayne.
He was purely cast, I reckon, because of his mouth. If that's all you see of Batman.
I know, but man, Kiss from a Rose.
June.
Oh yeah, what's the movie of the decade?
The only reason you're asking
this is a running joke with us. What's the movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, that is so. It's one of those things that even after it's passed, no one's going back. Like, you know what? Maybe it's not as good as people say. Everyone's still sticking with it.
Man,
tonally, that film hit everything.
Yeah, it was absolutely. You know what? I'm not in trouble with a decade. It's like what films were out? It's like there's like loads of them.
You're going to say something, and I'm going to be like, "That's 2004."
Probably, yeah. That's the thing. I'm terrified to say it, to be honest, because I've got no concept of time anymore.
Sand in the hourglass.
Yeah, so I'm sure there was a good one out a few weeks back. Yeah, no, I would stick with Guardians as well. Actually, for the most recent one.
Yeah.
My problem is my favourite movie changes just on a weekly basis. You know, it's really hard to say. In fact, you know what? Dread.
That's the
Dread. That's a damn good shout. Yeah, it's the next generation's Die Hard.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm a massive Raid fan, and it is basically Raid.
It's the same idea.
Yeah. I was Raid was on last night actually when I got home from your house.
No way.
Yeah, I was absolutely hammered trying to watch this thing. I was like,
Alex Garland's just good at anything. Alex Garland, as far as writing and story, is just excellent.
Well, I'm big. Ong Bak was one of my. I was like huge into my sort of samurai movies and sort of like, you know. And Ong Bak was great. Tony Jaa, yeah. Ong Bak 1 and 2 especially just absolutely blew me away, and then Raid's just everything you want in a film, really, isn't it? So it's like, you know.
Raid 2 is insane as well.
I watched that.
Those guys are in Star Wars as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're involved in it.
They're involved in it, which is
that, like, what was it, the end battle in the kitchen with the curved knives and stuff like that.
No,
it just goes on for hours.
It just keeps going.
It's come on.
I would have been dead well before.
It's like, how much blood do you have actually in your body?
How much energy does this guy have?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was a scene with the baseball bat guy and the hammer girl. That was great.
With the baseball into the wall, just sticks.
It's the way he kills him for just burying a baseball bat in his head. Just lies to the side. It's so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Then what's the right answer, Craig?
Tron Legacy. I always go on about how that is like the best film of the last
Visually,
decade.
it's beautiful, but
and music.
My friend was saying, it's like, but what about the story? It's like, I don't care about the story. It's like, why? It's like, soundtrack, it's really shiny. Jeff Bridges' face everywhere.
A beautiful looking film.
Do you notice how the best 3D in that film is the Disney logo? Like, I remember my friend, I leaned in on my friend, and he was like, oh man, that looks amazing. I was like, best 3D in the whole film.
Well, it was another thing about Dread as well, the 3D, actually, that film
it was amazing.
You know, it was like, it's one of the...
All the slow-mo scenes.
I'm massively against 3D. I don't... I'm almost clinically blind in one eye. So I have like a lot of trouble with 3D films like that. I managed to like wear my glasses and put the other glasses on top and sort of squint my way through that film.
Best Bond.
Best Bond film.
Yeah, we'll do them separately.
Yeah, that's good.
Roger Moore.
No, I can't stand Roger Moore. You're wrong. He's my worst one.
Really?
Yeah. Like, he's an absolute sleaze.
Well,
that's why he's the best. Like,
He's actually the crappiest Bond when you think of it, because he doesn't really
fight quantity
much.
No. But just for being a total... a sleaze. Yeah. He's the epitome of what I think that a Secret Service person would have been like if they had unlimited funds, in casinos all the time, and had heaps of chicks kicking about.
He
would turn into that.
He's incredibly creepy, and when you rewatch the
massively
films, he's
creepy.
so creepy. Some of the things, like, is it Roger Moore's one where he just like sort of unzips a girl's dress using his watch?
Yeah.
She's completely oblivious to it.
That's the thing.
It's just really creepy.
Totally. That's the things. My missus absolutely hates Bond movies. I haven't watched any in 4 years because they're completely
banned,
vetoed in the house. But I grew up on them. I really liked the old ones and that as well. Even the original Casino Royale and stuff like that. I thought was
the
awesome.
David Niven movie.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I'm going to go. David Niven is my favorite one.
Good shout. Yeah.
He was. Was it when Sean Connery was cast? They didn't want him.
Really?
Yeah, because he wasn't.
And we better say one with Shane Rimmer in it.
He's in a...
It's the one in Japan, isn't it?
It's the one with the submarines, I know that one.
Yeah.
Is it You Only Live Twice, is it?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I
think it might
It's
be.
that one with a really long title.
We
better work that out.
You just fuse them together.
Yeah, I just fuse them together because I'm pretty sure they're both set in like Japan and one's set in China. And it's very similar. I'm like, oh crap.
Well, one of our friends is adamant that George Lazenby is the definitive Bond. And he's our friend Neil, he's just George Lazenby, definitive Bond. He won't go into any explanation. He's just like, he's the one.
Yeah.
I love Timothy Dalton.
See, I don't mind the Timothy Dalton ones either. I think they're
he was the first action Bond.
Yeah.
He was like when Bond became cool.
Yeah, because he was like, we got to go the opposite direction from Roger Moore. Timothy Dalton was probably...
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's quite good, but that's more because of nostalgia.
Pierce Brosnan's my favourite.
Bond film.
Yeah.
Oh man,
any of them that have got the Jaws guy.
This is like
Moonraker or something.
Which one is your favourite? Not which one you think. Not which one is the best.
I'd be Moonraker, I think. Yeah. Just because it goes into space. I'm a massive sci-fi fan, and that's just.
It's awesome. The man with the golden gun, probably. Is that
that's quite cool.
Is that the one with Oddjob? The guy with the
Goldfinger. Goldfinger.
Man,
as well.
Golden gun, isn't that the one that's on the secret island and stuff like that?
Yeah, the one with
Scaramanga.
Yeah, and the
he's got 3 nipples.
Scaramanga. Is it? Okay, yeah.
That's the worst superpower.
Yeah.
This guy's really strong. This guy can throw a hat. This guy has 3 nipples.
Yours?
It's either
you don't watch a huge amount of Bond, but
no, it's either Goldfinger or GoldenEye. But again, GoldenEye is because it's one of the ones that was like a big part of my childhood. Yeah, it was on all the time. My brother watched it a lot.
I think I've seen it. It's just jumping off the dam.
Yeah, definitely the best computer game Bonds actually.
Oh yeah, what a game!
So good. Remakes are terrible, but no, mine would have to be GoldenEye just because of that factor, really. Yeah. But I think that's my favorite. I think the best Bond film is from Russia with Love. Because it's just a superb spy thriller.
Yeah,
set on a train.
I really like that one.
2 guys decking each other in a it's just so simple and it's paced beautifully. Because it was on at the cinema here not so long ago, and I went to see it, and it's just so good to see again. It's a brilliant spy thriller. That's what I hope the new Bond's like. It's a spy thriller, not a big fest of action. And Daniel Craig doing his best Jason Bourne impression.
It'd be nice just to have an action movie that doesn't have like a 25-minute free running scene in it as well.
Yeah.
Why does everything look yellow?
Or just a scene that has Daniel Craig with his shirt off for no reason. Bond doesn't need that. Let's be honest. So, but yeah, do you want to wrap up?
But thanks again, guys.
No worries. Very much. Thank you very much for having us.
And we'll hopefully see you on the 30th.
Yeah, we will.
No, we're not contractually bound.
We're not. This is all a ruse.
Awesome.
Cool.